Welcome to Milestone Moments, the show where we explore the journeys that lead to success. I'm Sheila Slick, your host and founder of 5 Milestones. In every episode, we will bring you insights from the minds of entrepreneurs, leaders, and experts who will share not just their expertise, but the milestone moments that have reshaped their journeys and led to significant achievements. So if you're looking for motivation, you're in the right place. Subscribe now and discover the milestones that mark the path to success. Welcome to another episode of Milestone Moments in Business and Leadership. I'm Sheila Slick, your host, and today I want to talk about something that is personal yet universally relevant, and that's the journey of reinvention that many women face in midlife. Whether you're navigating an empty nest, considering a career pivot, recovering from a major life change, or simply feeling that inner nudge that it's time for something new, this episode is just for you. I've been speaking with so many incredible women who share that same feeling that society has a blind spot for women in midlife. After building careers, raising families, and managing households, they suddenly find themselves asking, what now? And the message often seems to be that our most valuable contributions are perhaps behind us. But I'm here to tell you today that this shift isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of your most authentic chapter. And that's exactly why I've created my upcoming Spring Renewal Discover Your Next Chapter workshop to provide women with practical tools and guidance for navigating this important transition. There is something that happens when women reach midlife that isn't talked about enough. It's what I call the invisible transition, that moment when society seems to shift its gaze away from us, right when we're entering what could be our most powerful years. And the statistics tell an interesting story. Research shows that women over 45 are less visible in media representations, but are becoming entrepreneurs, pivoting careers, and embracing new challenges. A study from the Kauffman Foundation found that women over 55 are twice as likely as men to launch successful businesses. Yet the narrative around women in midlife often focuses on what we're losing rather than what we're gaining: wisdom, clarity, confidence, and purpose. At the heart of any successful transition is self-leadership. Now, you may be asking, well, what do I mean by self-leadership? Because normally when we talk about leadership, we're talking about organizations and leading others. Self-leadership is the ability to guide yourself with intention, to direct your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions towards your own chosen path. Think of it like being the CEO of your own life. And during life transitions, self-leadership becomes even more important because external guidance is often limited. And there's no roadmap for reinvention, no clear path forward. And that's why you need to be your own guide. In my upcoming Spring Renewal Discover Your Next Chapter workshop, we're going to explore the 5 steps of self-leadership that can serve as your compass during times of transition. And of these 5 steps, self-awareness must come first. You can't create a meaningful new chapter without first understanding who you are beyond the roles that you've played. And this might sound simple, but so many women I've worked with realize that they have spent decades defining themselves through others' needs and expectations. And the question, what do I want, can feel almost foreign after years of asking, what do you need? One of the most challenging aspects of reinvention is navigating these identity shifts. Our identities become so intertwined with our roles, mother, professional, caregiver, partner, that when those roles change, we can feel adrift, confused. And this is especially true for women who have dedicated significant portions of their lives to caring for others. Today, I'd like to share some powerful reflection questions that can help you navigate identity shifts and discover what's next for you. You can ask yourself, what are my core values today? And how have they changed? How have they evolved? What legacy do I want to create in this next chapter? What am I passionate about that I haven't made time for? What fears are holding me back from stepping fully into my next phase? What skills and experiences from my past can serve as a foundation for my future? Don't rush your answers when you're thinking about these questions. Sit with each question and notice what emerges. Not just the logical responses, but the ones that create a feeling of excitement or possibility. These questions help recognize what you need to let go of to make space for growth. Because here's the truth, it requires both letting go and building anew. You can't step into a new identity while clinging tightly to the outdated version of yourself. And this exercise is similar to the reflective work I'll be guiding women through my upcoming Spring Renewal workshop, where participants will get to disconnect from their daily demands and reconnect with their authentic selves. Now, of course, the path of reinvention isn't without its challenges. Women in midlife face unique obstacles when embracing change. And some of those common challenges are self-doubt, outdated skills, financial concerns, and lack of support. I'm always so inspired by the women I meet who have successfully navigated these transitions. Women like Jennifer, who started her consulting business at 52 after 25 years in corporate America. Or Jennifer, who just returned to school at the age of 62 to pursue a completely different career path. These women didn't have it all figured out when they started. They simply took one step and then another, guided by self-leadership principles and a vision of what could be possible. As we wrap up today's episode, I want to remind you that reinvention isn't about erasing who you've been. It's about honoring that journey while consciously choosing who you want to become next. If what I've shared today resonates with you, I invite you to join me at my upcoming Spring Renewal Discover Your Next Chapter workshop. It's a powerful 60-minute session designed specifically for women navigating these midlife transitions who refuse to be sidelined. And in this intimate workshop, you'll uncover hidden strengths that you've overlooked, and you'll leave with one clear action step to create immediate momentum. And you'll also get a chance to connect with other women that are facing similar crossroads. Your experience is not outdated. It's your greatest asset for what comes next. You can find all of the details on my website at sheilaslick.com, or you can look in the description and I will leave the link to register. Remember, your next chapter isn't about starting over. It's about leveraging everything you've learned and experienced to create something even more authentic and fulfilling. The woman you've been has given you the wisdom, the strength, and the resilience to become the woman you're meant to be. This is Sheila Slick, reminding you that it's never too late to discover your next chapter. Thank you for listening. Until next time, keep growing, keep leading, and keep moving forward. The best is yet to come.